Yo, my people, like the vid, guys. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Like the vid, my people. Like the vid, like the vid, like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. So, guys, I want to say it's been a very long weekend and everything, but we're officially back. We're back with the bang. Firstly, I want to say Ramadan Kareem to all Muslim brothers and sisters. From me, Abdullah, to all Muslims fasting in the only month of Ramadan. I wish everybody happy Ramadan Mubarak to everybody. May Almighty Allah bestow His mercy, bestow His grace, bestow His mercy upon us. May Almighty bestow His grace upon us. I wish everybody Ramadan Mubarak, everybody. I hope fasting is going on very well, as I'm also fasting too. So before that, we're gonna talk about the topic that I've been flying out in the TL recently. We're gonna be talking about Jamie Carragher's comment about Afcon. Like we're gonna talk about it. We're also gonna talk about Todd Boehly's statement in terms of surely we're gonna have a discussion about it. We're also gonna see if there's like an open question and answer we can answer from anybody, that from the fans, from anybody and everybody. So before that, make sure you all like the video, make sure you all subscribe to the channel because it's very important. Like, subscribe, smash the like button, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button. It's very important. So let me start by saying for Jamie Carragher, it's not surprising to me because this is not the first time the kind of pundit are doing this kind of aspect of the team. For me, I would say when you look at the Copa America, when you look at the Afcon, when you look at the Euro, I categorize those three tournaments as the same tournament, even the Nations League, also because I think FIFA or FIFA kind of invent the UEFA the Nations League, which I'm like, why you kind of inventing Nations League? You're gonna be giving more matches where players are going to be getting a lot of injuries, which doesn't make any sense to me. But I can understand why it's given that. But for Jamie to kind of disrespect the Afcon is not good enough for me because it's not going to go away. Even in his own club, there's El Hadji Diop that play for Senegal there. There's Cisse there. So like for him to disrespect Afcon like that is not going to go away for her for the TL. What does he expect? What does he expect? Does he expect them to? Does he expect the people to be pampering him? No, you can't expect that because you've said a lot of stuff that needed people to talk. When you're talking about Afcon, Afcon is a very particular tournament where people kind of respect it a lot. It's a tournament people respect a lot. You don't disrespect Afcon because people respect it a lot. It's not a tournament you're gonna be disrespecting because no, it's not a tournament you're gonna be disrespecting. You have to respect Afcon, man. Yeah, Ramadan Mubarak, brother. Ramadan Mubarak, bro. Yeah. Ramadan Mubarak to you, brother. Much love, much appreciation, much everything to you. Ramadan Mubarak. So Afcon is not a tournament you're gonna be you can be disrespecting for Jamie Carragher. Him disrespecting Afcon for me is it doesn't bode well for me. Salah play for Liverpool. He plays in Egypt. Mahmoud play for Manchester City. They play for Egypt. Sadio Mane won the league and he won the Champions League. He plays for Senegal. So the disrespect in it doesn't make any sense. We've seen a lot of players, especially African heritage, thrives a lot from the North African, the West African, the a lot of South African, the a lot of East African people. We've seen a lot of players play. Every club in world football has one or two Africans in them. So for him to disrespect African doesn't make any sense. I even think Afcon is even more bigger than majority of the prestige league in terms of the. I know the Euro is all about a lot of people is gonna be watching. People watch Afcon too. A lot of countries watch Afcon. I watch Afcon, but Afcon has been it's a tradition, is a culture. It's been there for a very long time. Afcon has been there for a very long time. So for him to kind of come out and disrespect Afcon for me, I don't like that for me. I don't. You don't disrespect a tournament that has been played long time. No, you don't disrespect that. Now, you don't do that. You have to respect a tournament you have to respect the tournament because it's a tournament that has been played for a very long time. So you coming out and just disrespecting AFCON, like it doesn't make any sense. To me, it doesn't make any sense. He has to respect AFCON. And for him not to even come out and even apologize to a lot of people. I don't know how it's gonna feel about this, but a lot of people are kind of angry with the way he is disrespecting Afcon in that aspect. It's not gonna go well for me though. Hold on, guys, hold on. So a lot of people are not happy with the way the suspecting have come. We've seen Drogba, we've seen Kalu, we've seen El Hadji Diop in Liverpool. When even Jamie Carragher was playing there, there's Diop, there's Cisse, there's a lot of players there. I can keep mentioning Thomas Partey in Arsenal, Mamouche in Manchester City, Salah in Liverpool. Before there was Sadio Mane there. So there was Joao Matip before he got that from Cameroon. There's a lot of players who play for Chelsea. There for Chelsea. There's Nicola Jackson there. So there's a lot of African, even in Wolverhampton Wanderers, there's Elton there who plays for Algeria. So I don't understand why Afghan is being disrespected by the pundit people. And I keep telling people, as an ex-professional player, when you retire from football, you become pundit for Sky Sport and BT Sport for me. I think there's been too much of emotions is being played a lot in this situation we are right now, which for me, I don't like that for me, man. If you do not like a tournament, it's very simple. Just talk about the tournament. You don't need to start disrespecting the tournament because it's not good enough. It's not. It can't just be disrespecting the tournament that a lot of club, a lot of country are watching. A lot of country watch Afcon a lot. So you disrespecting Afcon for me, I don't know what you're gonna think about that because people will not be happy about it. I don't know how you're gonna be feeling about it. Disrespecting Afcon. A lot of people are not gonna be happy. People like, why are you disrespecting our culture? It's like a culture to a lot of players. Disrespecting it for me doesn't make any sense. I don't know what is gonna gain from it, and I think I don't know this, especially these pundit people. The kind of way they kind of disrespected the majority of the tournament for me. I'm like, why are they doing that? I don't understand that. I don't know. I don't know why they disrespecting tournament, but for me, Afcon is being played even before I was born. It's been played. When I was born, I kind of watched Afcon when I was growing up. So the disrespect for African Nations Cup, it doesn't make any sense. Guys, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Yeah, like I was saying, the disrespect for Afcon, I don't understand it. If you can respect Euro, you can. If you can respect Copa America, if you can respect all other country stuff, you should be able to respect Afcon. But again, I don't know. I don't understand why Jimmy Carragher was bringing on her, because what did he expect? Did he expect them to be part at the back? Nope. I don't expect him to be part at the back because he's gonna get it will get a lot of bashing. That one is for sure. That one is for sure. Because him disrespecting AFCON, I don't understand why disrespecting, because a lot of players have played in AFCON and they are so happy to the kind of playing this one. That's a prestigious tournament to be in. Every player that is in that country always want to play in AFCON. AFCON is a very special tournament where players wants to play in, especially if you are from Africa, they want to play that tournament. You disrespecting this from, I don't understand why the disrespect is there. I don't know. Kanga needs to come out and yeah, like I was saying, he needs to come out and explain himself. I don't know what he's gonna say because I think he hasn't publicly come out and kind of apologize because he's still believing what I say is right. So nobody's gonna question my authority. No one is gonna question your authority, but you are offending a lot of people by using this kind of comment, because those are very horrible comment to make. You can't be making the kind of comment, because if you make the kind of comment, you're gonna be ruffling some feathers, which I don't think he wants to do that. He's gonna be ruffling some feathers because AFCON is a tournament that need to be appreciated. But a lot of these funding people doesn't appreciate it. That is what is kind of annoying me. Some of it even pisses me because they talk about a lot of tournament, but when you look at AFCON needs to be respected by a lot of journalists. Not especially Jamie Carragher, who plays in the era that has been played. In the era where it was played, El Hadji Diaf plays for Senegal. There was Djibril Cissé also today. So him disrespecting AFCON, I don't understand why he's disrespecting, because when he was playing his era, when he was playing there, some player that was playing in his era there played in AFCON. So why is he disrespecting? I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. He probably have to come out and explain himself. I don't know if he's gonna do it because he might have to ruffle some feathers, which I don't think he's about to do. But again, like I said, AFCON needs to be respected by Jamie, and I kind of like a people that has been talking about it, or JJ Coach has spoken about it, coming out. John W. Mikel has come out and spoke about it. A lot of people has come out and spoke about it. Afcon needs to be respected a lot by a lot of people. They need to be respected. They need to, man. Mm. So then it needs to be respected for me. Afcon needs to be respected because a lot of people are kind of disrespecting that tournament, which I don't like. I don't like it, man. So I don't like it. They need to respect Afcon. If you can respect Euro, if you can respect Copa America, all of that stuff, you need to be able to respect Afcon. Afcon is a prestige tournament that needs to be respected by a lot of pundits and a lot of people. They need to, man. Hmm. A lot of people need, especially Jamie. Jamie doesn't even have the right to come out and even speak because in the era where he was playing football, there's Alhaji Diop in his era there. There's Jemba for United. There's Jobri Cisse there who plays in Afcon. So I don't know why him disrespecting Afcon. I don't understand why the disrespect is coming from. I don't know why he's disrespecting it. And even if you look at his own career himself as a player, he's not even in top 100 of a central defender in world football right now. So him disrespecting that for me is a little bit weird because he's not even in top 100 of a defender. If I look at the defender right now, I'm not going to mention Jamie Carragher in even top 50. So the disrespect, I don't understand why. I don't. But I don't blame him though. I don't blame him because when you are fixated with just European football and you are not diverse enough to watch all other tournaments and other competition, so you expect that kind of situation come out. I don't blame him saying that kind of stuff. I don't because he's fixated. He's fixated. He speak based on what they see and based on what they know. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But again, he needs to bother his brain. He needs to bother his head, man. He needs no 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 no. He needs to be able to do it because the disrespect Afcon is getting is not good enough for me, man. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. He needs to respect African tournament. And when you're disrespecting African tournament, you will ruffle some feathers where it will not go well. Regardless of how people view it, it will not go well. So he needs to be able to find a way to figure it out. He's talking about Afcon. Mohamed Salah plays in Afcon. He plays for Salah play for Egypt. So no matter how much you want to talk about Afcon, Salah right now is the best player right now in the Premier League, possibly in world football right now. Maybe after Yami Yamal. Plays for Senegal. Goes on. Salah is the top scorer in the Premier League right now and the top assister. He plays for Egypt. He plays in Afcon. So I don't know why he's disrespecting him. Sadio Mane won the Afcon and the Champions League. He plays for Senegal. So I don't understand why the disrespect is coming from Jamaica. Jamaica doesn't even have the right to even come out and be talking about Afcon. No. You can talk about Euro, Copa America and co. Yeah, but for me, Afcon is on the level of those kind of tournaments. It's on the level. I don't care. People say we should play it in. You can't play Afcon tournament in June because of the weather. You cannot do it. It's a different ball game because the weather is different. The competition is different. People kind of it's a different environment, different places. So it's different. It's way different. Way, way different, man. It's very different. So like it's way, way different, man. Disrespecting Afcon, I don't understand, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. So he needs to come out and find a way to figure it out because if it doesn't, if I think if he doesn't fix this, he will find himself in a situation where he has already ruffled some feathers where he will not be able to come out of those. And I don't know how he's gonna fix. I don't know how he's gonna fix it because it's not gonna go well. A lot of African players love Afcon a lot because it is a tradition. They know it is from January to February. It's not gonna change. It's a tradition. So they want to play in this tournament and make their country proud. So why he's saying it, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. But again, I don't blame him though. I don't blame him. If you look at his own career, he didn't win the Premier League. So do I expect something? Do I expect something good from someone who hasn't even won the league? No, I don't even expect someone who hasn't even won the Premier League to be talking about Afcon when he doesn't even have the experience to play there, not even watch the tournament. So to disrespect a tournament like that, it's not good enough. For me, it's not good enough. It's not. It needs to be able to respect a tournament like an Afcon. Afcon is a prestigious tournament that needs to be respected. It's a tournament that needs to be respected. And if you don't respect the African tournament, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where you don't want to be at. You don't want to be in that situation. So that's what I feel for me though. Is disrespecting Afcon, and I think it needs to respect Afcon for me. It needs to be able to respect Afcon because the disrespect is too much for me when it comes to Jamie Carragher. And if you look at his career, is this someone that I respect as a central back? Heck no. Why would I respect someone that didn't even win the league? Respect someone that didn't even do it. So I would respect that. So he needs to come out and kind of apologize for me. He needs to apologize for me in terms of the way it's been disrespecting Afcon. But do I expect him to do it? No. People from England, especially from Europe, are arrogant. So do I expect that? Nope. I don't expect it. So do I expect it? No. Because they're arrogant. They will not apologize. So do I expect anything to come out from it? Nope. Nothing is gonna come out from it. Nothing good will come out because they would not apologize. They would not. They will not apologize. They will not. So SMS coming out and say you want him to apologize is like making a mistake because he won't do it. So what's the usage? He will not do it. What's the usage? So what's the usage when I know he's not gonna do it? So it's like wasting time. That kind of person, Jamie, is arrogant. Especially the people that came from the British people, they will not apologize. And I'm also looking forward to many more comments about Afcon, many more comments about it, many more comments about it. So I'm looking forward to many more comments about Afcon. I want to see what a lot of people is gonna say. Because I've seen the coach has spoken, John Obimigal has spoken, a lot of players have spoken, Azan Ahmed who won the Afcon, a lot of people have spoken, which I like, which I'm happy about. Many people need to speak out though. A lot of people need to speak out though. For me, people need to speak out though because the more people we get speaking out, the better for us, the better for me. The more people speaking out, the better because a tournament like this needs to be kind of respected. People need to respect Afcon. There's nothing I can say. People need to respect Afcon, man. If you're not gonna respect Afcon, then what tournament do you want to respect? What tournament? So people need to respect Afcon, and I don't know how people's gonna do that. I have to find a way to respect Afcon. Would they do it? I don't know. From someone like Jamie, I don't think he's gonna do it because that kind of person is arrogant. So do I expect anything good from him? Possibly nope. Nope. I don't expect anything good from him. So we'll see. We'll see. But before that, guys, like the vid, subscribe, smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys. It's a little bit boring because it's just been like it's an FA Cup weekend, so nothing much to talk about. Possibly next week. We're gonna have a lot of things to talk about because Premier League comebacks next week because this week is an FA Cup week. There is no much football. But believe me, next week, when we're going to be talking about a lot of EPL, there's Champions League on Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to be live in Tuesday and Wednesday to talk about Champions League. So people will surely join when it comes to the UCL. People will join. We'll talk about UCL. People will join. So we'll see how it goes in terms of those aspects. I still believe more people will come out and speak about it. More people will talk. I know that for fact. More people will come out and talk. And when they speak, I think it will be forced to kind of apologize. And I don't know what Sky Sport is gonna do because it's working for Sky Sport So I don't know what, like, how do I put it? It's working for Sky Sports. I don't know what they're gonna do, like, what they're gonna do, how they're gonna feel. I don't know. We have to wait and see the reaction of Sky Sport for them to be able to say. We'll see. But before that, make sure you all like the vid, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like the vid, guys. Like the vid. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. It's very, very important to smash the like button. Like that freaking vid, my people. Like the vid. So I want to touch on Todd Boehly's statement with regards to Chelsea, because I listened to the statement last week when he was talking about it on Thursday. We're talking about a lot of stuff, but what I can pick in the statement is my firstly, my issue with the protest is you're gonna protest on something that is reasonable, something tangible, something you can voice your opinion out and the ownership will listen. You are protesting when you know the ownership is not gonna change their plan. Todd Boehly and Clearly Capital will not change their ways of doing things. They will not change it. They will not. So are you expecting them to change? Yes, but they will not change because that is the ideology of the thing they want to do. That's the way they want to view. That's the way they view things, and that's the way they want to do things. You have to respect how they want to do things. That's what I'm gonna say. You're gonna respect it. They're not gonna change their philosophy just because they want to please people. No, Clearly Capital will not do it. That is the way they view things, and that is the way they're gonna be doing things. Either you like it or not, that's what they're gonna do things. You have to be able to respect them. And I'll say it again, a lot of things what Todd Boehly said, I agree with big part of it, and I also don't agree with some of the part of it he said. I kind of understand some a little bit of aspect of the thing he said, and some I'm kind of, excuse me, why do you say that? Why do you say that? Some aspect I'm like, forgive. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not for me. I'm not sure. Some of the stuff he's talking about. I'm not sure. But again, I'm not sure about it. But again, like what I'm not gonna be happy about is you can't go into the tournament. You can't go into the transfer window, spend that amount of money without buying a prolific number nine. That I'm not gonna be happy about. We spend the whole without buying a goalkeeper. So the briefing is that, like, now we are hearing the briefing of Petrovic coming back, Pendas there, this, that, blah blah blah. I'm like, what the heck? Like, for me, it doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. But again, I'm not surprised with the strategy of the clearly capital. I'm not surprised because that's the way they want to do things. But again, it's good that the fans came out and voiced their opinion out. But again, this is what I'm gonna tell the match going fans. You cannot just stop here. You can't stop here. You cannot. Just because the team are winning now, you want to stop it. You can't stop it because if you believe, oh yeah, you're gonna be doing this based on result base, it's not gonna work because they're not listening. They will not listen. So they will not. You have to keep persisting on them for them to be able to change their style of play. But would they be able to change it? No, they won't. They would not. That's the way they do things, and that's where it's gonna be. So we have to just abide by it. Buying 16, 17 years old player, that's it, developing them, making them unit, playing together as a team, and kind of winning with them, which I understand. But again, but for how long would that continue? I don't know, because in a team you need sprinkle of experience, one or two, three experience extended in a football team. You need to win football with experience. You just don't win football with keys. No, 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 no. No, you don't win football with keys. You need to win football with experience. Experience is very, very needed. When you want to, you can't just win with keys. Yes, because the keys will have an inconsistent performances. Win today, lose tomorrow. The form will dip in them. So you need those experienced players that has been there before. They've won stuff. that will be able to galvanize this team together and make them play better, make them win matches. But if you are buying everything you are buying, whole lot of young players, how do you expect them? How do you expect them to perform on a consistent level? I don't. I don't. I don't expect that. So it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't. So when the fans want changes, I understand the changes the fans want. But again, this is my question to the fan base now. Are you gonna just stop it just because it's all about result based? Is it just because result based? Just because it is result based, you want to just stop there? No. If you really want if you truly want the ownership to change, you have to kind of voice your opinion out, keep talking about it. But again, the ownership are listening, which I believe they are doing. They are listening. But again, it is a plan which I don't think they will change. I don't think they will change about it. But again, for them to be able to change, you have to put more pressure on them. You have to scrutinize. One thing about American owners is they don't like to be scrutinized when it comes to um challenging challenging the ideology. They don't like it. So what you're gonna do is you have to either challenge the ideology by telling them no, enough is enough. This has to stop, or we keep mood. That's it. Because they'll keep buying these young players of 16, 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, 19 years player. Nothing will change because that is the ideology they agree, and that's exactly what Todd Boehly was saying. That's exactly what they are agreeing on, and it's not gonna change. That's what Todd Boehly said. It will not change because that's exactly what they are agreeing on. Now, for them to be able to change and add more experience into the team, it's all about putting pressure on them and letting them know, okay, this is what you guys are doing wrong. We need to find a way to figure it out. And I don't think it will change because that is a philosophy. That's the ideology. It will not change. So they have to be able to find a way to fix it. Yes, I think the protest is good, but it have to be protested in the right way for people to be able to talk about it. But for people to be able to say, okay, we understand the fan base, we know they want changes, we will find a way to fix it and find more changes to it. I don't know how, because it's a very big one when it comes to that. You can protest as much as you want. You can protest as much as you want, but the ownership are not daft. The ownership are not daft. So I don't know. They aren't daft. They are listening. So it's all about, like I keep telling people, the match giving fans has power. But for how many power do you have? Because I listened to everything that Boehly said and I laugh. I kind of understand what he's saying in some aspects, which I like, and some aspects I don't like it, which I can challenge because August was there. We all went for Osimhen from the beginning of the August transfer to the end. We did not buy him. January transfer came in. We could not buy a prolific goal scorer. So you can't tell you went into the grocery market and shop for a striker and you were like, excuse me? No, you can't do that because there was a chance for us to kind of actually buy a prolific man, which we didn't do.
You know what I'm gonna say with regards to that. Like people will say that there was nobody available in January. Like whether it's like just most fans in general. Like though, like and anyone that is not a Man City fan will say that there was nobody available in January to sign. Like I feel like, you know what I actually think about it. I think like that's fake news, man. That's not true. There's players available in January. When people are saying there's nobody available, I'm thinking like that's a lot of nonsense because it's like if City can buy what's his name, Marmoush, then what's stopping Arsenal and Chelsea?
Nico
Yeah,
Gonzalez.
yeah, and Nico Gonzalez, like nobody knew about him. No one knew about him.
It was good. He was playing for Porto. It was very good.
But a lot of the big clubs, we didn't know about him. Arsenal didn't know about him. I don't think Chelsea knew about him. But this whole thing, like, there's nobody available in January. If there was nobody available in January, then we wouldn't have a January transfer window. Because people forget that January, there's something called January tax. You sometimes have to pay a premium. So what? Money talks. People forget that. And they want to use that as excuses. No,
But
man. Like,
look,
come on, what are we doing here?
I understand you with that aspect. But what I'm gonna say with that aspect is, how do I put it? Because yeah, the match going fans were like protesting. I understand their protest in terms of they want the Chelsea ownership to change the model in terms of the way they recruit, buying 17, 18 years, 19 years player, which I understand. But again, they've agreed to something. For them to be able to change it, it has to take a lot of things,
But
a lot of dramatic stuff has to
but the
happen for them to be able to change it. But again, sorry to cut, but again, where I'm gonna be looking at the Todd with what they said on Thursday is Todd. August was there. We went for Osimhen, we couldn't get him just because of what you were trying to cut out the wages go down.
I
In
think
August,
I think
in January, we could not buy
I think
players.
there's the whole thing of the Osimhen wages thing. I just feel the player never asked
Mhm.
for a lot of money because if from the actually from the inside from the deeper story as to why the deal fell through, if you watch the B1 podcast that Mikel B spoke about, he spoke about why the deal fell through
Mhm.
because the deal was very close. It fell through due to a few minor details because obviously like
Yeah.
the agent, like I think the agent, the Chelsea Osimhen's agent, like the one that he sags, that Italian guy, the Roberto Calenda or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Roberto
he
Calenda,
sacked the
yes.
guy because the guy was incompetent, was caused him to make a lot of decisions that were not ideal, and he messed up his chance of getting a big move, and Napoli throws him out. Napoli throws him out
Mhm.
of the team because remember his agent made him sign a new contract. Yeah, Todd like said, "Oh, go get your money and this that, and the other," and the player signed a new contract thinking that he was going to be sold the following summer, that he was going to be
Mhm.
that they were going to sell him, but that was not the case. And obviously the player sort of felt betrayed by that, and I think the player felt betrayed by the club because of obviously how the club didn't, they didn't live up to what they promised, and I don't even think it's just even the contract situation for why the player wanted out. People,
I think for me, because I think, like, I don't want to talk about
but
Osimhen a lot because I've
okay,
spoken about
yeah,
Osimhen
yeah,
in this
but
show
okay, but
a
I get
lot. I'm a
okay,
big fan of Osimhen, but
but
again, but look, I understand
but
what you said in terms of that aspect. But again, Osimhen is demanding for 10 million a year, which is close to
but even the
what.
money he's
Mhm.
demanding for, I think he's I think he's putting enough work to get what, because he just wants to get what he deserves. He just wants to play football. The fact
Mhm.
that a lot of people were like and the media try to portray him like this greedy boy and stuff like that, I think people before people criticize the kid or the boy, they need to know the full story before they criticize.
Yeah,
Cause
I agree.
like when
I
people now
agree.
said that, like the guy, what was it with the player? People were with him like the whole wanting out of Napoli. Don't Can't people just
Mhm.
realize one of the reasons as to why he wanted out was because probably Napoli did not show ambition after winning a league title. Because what he probably expected is he thought that the club would show more ambition and actually
I also think the way what is
yeah,
being
yeah,
treated in Napoli with the
yeah, I
monkey
think,
stuff and everything, it's a lot.
I think, yeah, that one was a big factor. The monkey thing. I think the fact that the
Mhm.
club were not ambitious, it kind of probably ticked him off because if after winning a trophy, um, the club you're at don't show ambition and they aren't overperform and they don't remember they sold one they sold Kim Min Ja and they didn't show ambition and they
Yeah,
didn't show
Kiminje,
ambition
yeah.
in the market. I think what
I
Osimhen
agree.
should have done is he should have left in that summer, the same summer that this guy left.
Kiminje.
Their former manager who won them the league. He should have left. Yeah,
Luciano
he should have
Spalletti.
left the same time because Belletti, when he knew that the owners were not going to back him, he left. And the fact that like last season that Osimhen had obviously like his worst season.
He's
Oh
having a
yeah,
good
yeah.
season in
But it
Galatasaray, there, but we'll see
but
in
you
the
know
summer.
his
We'll see.
worst season at like Napoli where he scored was it is it 15 in 26? People
Yeah,
try to
15 goals.
the
Yeah,
one thing
15
I
goals.
don't like is when people disrespect to say, oh, like they're trying to say Kai Havertz is better than him, or try to say that he's a one season
I
wonder.
don't see. I'm a big fan of Osimhen, but you see, is it whatever he goes to, whatever club he signed for, then that's gonna be a different discussion to
Yeah.
have that. Blue Eyes, how you doing, brother?
Can you hear me? Hello, hello.
I can hear loud and clear. How you doing, brother?
Um,
Hello.
I
How are
think
you?
my thing is delayed, man. My freaking
Don't worry. We can hear you. Firstly, your take on Jamie Carragher is expecting Afcon before we talk about Todd Boehly stuff. Talk. I know you've seen the news, you've listened to it. What is going on with these British people
I
disrespecting
I need
African
to
football?
listen. I need to talk about Jamie Carragher, but my internet is messing up. Let me go out and come back in. I need to talk about it. 1 second. 1 second.
Go ahead.
All
Ooh,
right, man.
give me your take on Jamie Carragher disrespecting Afcon.
You know what? One thing I think about Carragher is that he just chats a lot of nonsense. Like him saying like, and for a player who's not won the league and not won a Premier League title, and
Yep.
and someone telling people he's never won a trophy with his country. He's won FO and he now talks about about Afcon is mad to me. It's actually embarrassing for him to be talking about like Afcon and he's not won a silver one somewhere
He's not
and then
won he
and
has
the
not
thing
won
is you
anything.
saw the two Pundis who I admire, Michael Richards and what's his name? Who's this other guy? Daniel Sturridge.
Daniel
Yeah,
Sturridge.
who were even trying to correct him, and he was trying to almost get defensive because of his ignorance, and he had that smirk on his face. Are you joking? What?
Because the era Jamie Carragher was playing football, there was Alhaji Diop who plays for Senegal. It was there too. There was Jubilee Cisse too there. So I don't know why him disrespect. Why is disrespecting Afcon? Because the era where he was playing there were a lot of African players there playing there in those era. Drogba, Kalou, Jubilee Cisse, Alhaji Diop, Jemba of Manchester United. There's a lot. Johnny B. Michael Essien, like so many. Like in those era, there was kind of African player there were they playing football then. Him disrespecting them is surprising to me. Even if you look at him as a player himself, he's not even in top 50 as a central in terms of central
Yeah,
back. He's
like
not top 50.
wait,
Talk
didn't
less
he?
of even he's not even a top 50 central back in world
Didn't he
football
used
right
to
now.
score a lot of own goals?
I can't even put him in the top 50 central back right now in world football. He's not even there.
He was just an
Not
all
there.
right player, nothing else. He was just an all deep okay player, but nothing more.
That's it. For me, it's an average player. For me, it's an average defender. That's what I'm gonna say. For me, because if I'm looking at the defenders in world football, right now, it's not even there. It's not even there. It's not even up to that level of defender. Disrespecting Afcon for me is weird. Very weird. Why? I don't know why he's doing it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Why? I don't
yeah,
know. And my problem is he's too arrogant. That's my people with English people. They are very
yeah, like
arrogant. They will never admit to, even if they are wrong, they won't
yeah,
admit. They won't do
that's
it.
the thing because you know with a lot of English fans, even me, even though I'm
Mhm.
based in the UK and I was born in the UK, I don't think like like football starts and ends with the Premier League. That's what a lot of Premier League fans, English fans think. I know that okay, there's football outside of this league and stuff like that. Because a lot of fans, when you speak to them, Premier League fans, they just think the Premier League is the best league in the world, like they look down on other leagues, and when you ask them about, have you watched other leagues, they'll be like, I don't watch this other league, but they'll call it a farmers league, or this league's a weak league. And I tell them like when I challenge some Premier League fans, I say to them, they say that, the Serie A is a farmers league. I'll say to them, hold on a second, but Serie A teams perform better than Premier League teams last year. So how is that like a farmers? How's that a farmers league? Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll tell me, like La Liga is a weak league. But I told them that like Premier League is not all that anymore. Like it's still a good league, but it's not. It's kind of not been the same in quality compared to what it was before. Because it's like when you look at City when.
I still think it's the best league because of a lot of stuff
Yeah.
that has been happening. In APL have a lot of controversy and everything. I still think it's the best league, but my problem is majority of English their pundits and everything they believe English Premier League is the be and end of world football, which is for me no. There's Serie A, there's Bundesliga, there's La Liga. There's
Yeah,
a lot of. I watch a lot of sports. I watch La Liga. I watch the Serie A. I watch I watch a lot of club, not just
I
Premier
hear
League
that.
only. Not just EPL. I watch a lot.
Me, I've not even watched the Prem. I've not watched I
watched La Liga. I watched Serie A.
I've watched a couple Serie A games this season, like highlights on TNT Sports, but I've not.
Today I watched Napoli versus
I didn't even get to watch that.
I enjoyed that match. I enjoyed it too. And I just
who was the better team? Who was the better team? Inter.
It was a good game.
So based on that game, do you really think that Napoli will win their league, or you think it's going to be Inter Milan?
I think it's gonna go into I think there's like 10 or 11 matches to go. I think it's gonna go towards the last 5 or 4 matches for me to be. I want to see how far Inter Milan can go in the Champions League. Napoli doesn't play in the tournament anymore. So Inter Milan they're in Coppa Italian, they're in the Champions League, and they're the defending champion. So I'm enjoying it.
I don't think they will lose the league title to Conte. I just don't think. We'll see. The reason why I don't think that is because I think we've won. Even if Inter's conceded slightly more goals, what Inter have that Napoli don't have, what Inter and Atalanta have is those teams score more goals. They score more goals. Like look at it. Like Napoli are the lowest scores out of the teams in the top 4. That when obviously it comes down to crunch time, you're gonna need a moment of brilliance. Napoli have lost that. They've lost the Simmer, they've lost Carragher, they've lost those sort of players who can give them moments of brilliance. And I think when you hear a lot of Napoli fans, like if you speak to them on streams, like that what's that guy's name? Is it like Mo Salah or whatever his name is? That Napoli fan. When you speak to them about Napoli, they'll try and almost like act like because they sold some of their players, they'll try and act like they've not downgraded on what that the players that they've brought in can still do them a job. But it's like the players they've brought in to like whether to improve Carragher or to replace Osimhen, they're not upgrades on what they're they're not upgrades, they're downgrades.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what some of the Napoli fans don't want to understand.
But look, the problem is because a lot of people watch EPL football, you don't watch any matches apart from EPL. That's why people join that way. You can't join that way because a lot of fans watch more than the EPL. There's La Liga, there's Serie A, there's Bundesliga, there's the French Ligue 1. Some does watch it. There's a lot of tournaments. So when people talk about the EPL, I understand the EPL, but EPL is not the be and end of this world. There's a lot of tournaments. There's a lot. I watch a lot of football. A lot. I watch a lot of football. with a lot of club because as a YouTuber, I need to analyze a lot of stuff by giving my opinion with some aspect of the game and everything. So I just don't watch the APL only. I watch a lot of tournaments. A lot. I watch a
Yeah,
lot.
I hear that.
So it's easier
So
for me when I watch those kind of matches. It's easier for me to be able to analyze football matches much better than just watch one Premier League matches and that's it.
okay,
It doesn't
I
make any
hear that.
sense.
So,
That is what some of the English people does. And I don't blame Carragher too when he talks about that because he does want only EPL. And now, because he works for Sky Sport, he gets a lot of money. He works for CBS too. So there, but again, he needs to be careful because him disrespecting Afcon doesn't make any sense. That's a cultural tournament. You don't do it in world football. You don't do it. Mohamed Salah plays for Egypt. He's in
yeah,
Liverpool. Sadio Mane won the Premier League and the Champions League. He plays for Senegal.
exactly.
So I don't understand why the disrespect is coming out from. The era Jamie Carragher play at, there were El Hadji Dihoff, who plays for Senegal, and Djibril Cissé. I've seen Cissé play football and I've seen El Hadji Dihoff play. So why the disrespect? I don't understand.
It's wild, but you know what, with Chelsea this season, considering the injuries now you have, do you still see
Mhm.
your team finishing in the Champions League positions or
Yeah, I think we will. The reason I think we will is because I think the team behind us are very inconsistent. City, Bournemouth, Newcastle are very inconsistent. Who will give us a massive
so
chance
so
going
so
forward? And I'm not even.
so what do you think the top three is already sorted? Like,
I don't think Arsenal are comfortable yet for me because of the player they are missing and the way they've been playing this season. I don't think they're comfortable yet for me though. For
But
me to be able to say
do you
top.
think that the squad is just too good to fall out because you see because the other teams around them are not really consistent enough, and it's like and it's
Yeah,
like
the team around are
and it's
not
like
consistent
when it
yet.
comes to finishing third or fourth in the Premier League, if when it's not a title race, you don't need to have like this a consistent run of wins like what City have had when City are in title races like a
Hmm.
12 match winning run. You just have to be consistent out of a bunch.
I
Cause like
know. But again, if you look at that Arsenal squad, though, if you look at their squad, that's not the squad that can win
yeah,
you
of
the
course,
league for me. I'm
of
sorry, that's
course.
not the
I
squad.
mean, the defense goalkeeper, yes. I think it's the forward line that is weak. And I cause the thing is, I get the whole thing of people will say injuries and yeah, this, that, and the other. But at the same time, I will not go around and say that, oh, we did not challenge for the league because of injuries and red cards. I would say that like the amount of injuries that Arsenal had in their forward line has not helped them
Hmm.
in terms of trying to challenge the league, let alone try to win the league. It's not helped their case.
As an Arsenal fan, let me ask you, look now. What is your take on Mikel Arteta? Because I've seen a lot of people talk about him. Should he go? Should he stay? The amount of money he spent. What is your honest assessment
I
about
think
Mikel?
with Arteta, I think he's reached his peak, and I think it started to become stale. It started to become stale and boring because when you now look at Arsenal and you look at Arsenal's identity, you remember obviously
Hmm.
Arsenal are an attacking football. They like to play attractive football,
Tiki taka
and you're
football.
probably
Yeah.
surprised, even as a rival, seeing this that Arsenal have gone against their principles and they've gone to now become
Hmm.
so boring to watch because if it was like they were boring, but they were winning some trophies, you might have understood. You might have said fair enough. But now, because it's like now they're not winning trophies and they're not winning and they're now playing this unattractive style of football, it's now like, okay, what was the point of playing the unattractive style of football? You should have just stuck with the free flowing football and just bought some better quality players. Because like when you look at the signings that Arteta's made, it feels like he's basically scarred from the time when Arsenal capitulated, like Arsenal's first title challenge. That he's almost just refused to play free flowing football. That since then, that he's just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna play defensive. That he's afraid to take risks because of, and
Yeah.
it's like I get that, but the thing is, 90% of the teams in the Premier League, you should be playing attacking football games. If you only play defensive against City, fair enough. Every other team in the league, you should play attacking football games because I don't think if you're playing ball away and you're a man down, that should stop you from winning the game. Yes,
Yeah, but again, because a lot of Arsenal fan, the majority of the big OGs are defensive with Ateta, and some like it needs to go. So, what's your as a fan base watching now? Like in your own opinion, what do you think? What do you think the Conte will do in terms of Ateta, and what do you want
me,
exactly as a fan? What do
I just
you?
want Arteta gone. I want a new manager to come in with fresh ideas.
Ooh.
To
Give
be
me a name.
honest, like I wouldn't mind Julian Nagelsmann.
You have to pay ridiculous money to get him out of Germany contract. You know that.
So you think Arsenal can't attract him?
The problem is no, he just signed a 3 years contract until 2028.
So like there's Nagelsmann. I wouldn't mind a Jabi
Mhm.
Alonso. Who's that other guy?
You have to buy Jabba Alonso out of his contract also too.
Who-
So are you willing to pay that?
wait, Arsenal should be willing to pay that. I wouldn't even mind Simon Inzaghi. Inzaghi too.
You have to also pay him out of the contract also too.
No,
So
but those three managers, those are the type of managers I would personally want. I wouldn't like.
mhm.
I can't say Niko Kovic because obviously Niko Kovic is at Dortmund. Because like when I now I've said in GCs like, oh, why did Arsenal even appoint Arteta back in like when they sacked Emery? So I'll get some Arsenal fans will tell me, oh, he was Arteta was the best appointment at the time, and I'm thinking like, are you serious? Because there's no way of God's green earth that Arteta was the best option in 2019. Because surely Arsenal could have gotten Julian Nagelsmann at that time or Niko Kovic, like players with a bit more experience who would have done a decent job at Arsenal in terms of stabilizing Arsenal. In terms of they could have done the same job at Arsenal in terms of getting Arsenal back into the top four and winning Arsenal trophies. Like even if it had not been Premier League, it probably would have been like other trophies, like let's say for example, cup competitions. You see what I mean? Hello, you there? Hello.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah,
how it goes. We'll
because
see how it goes for me.
do you feel like there's nobody better than Arteta out there that Arsenal can?
There's a lot of managers better than him.
So why do
People need to
people
stop
think
that.
that there's no that Arsenal? Then why do people say that, oh, if Arsenal get rid of Arteta, the owners will not back the next manager? Why do people tell me that in GCs?
We'll see.
Do, do,
We'll see.
do, do,
That's
do,
what
do you think like do you think that people are trying to assume something based on even though it's not actually happened? Like
yeah, that's people's logic though. So you have to
because
understand people's perspective. But we'll see.
because to be fair, do you think getting like
Mhm.
do you think if Arsenal went for like the Bournemouth manager, like the Areola,
And Dona
do you
Iraola.
think he would do a better job in terms of getting Arsenal over the line?
Uh, um, with Iraola for me, I think what this team need, with Iraola for me Iraola is for me is 60-40 for me. What 60-40 is a very good manager and he knows how to coach and he has a precise style of play. But again, my issue with Iraola with Arsenal is if there's a because Iraola system takes time for you to be able to understand his style of play and if you guys doesn't win, maybe couple of games, maybe like 5 or 10 or 15 games, you guys have to call for the manager's head. Unlike other manager where you give time to. So it's a weird competition to be at when it comes to Arsenal fans and the other fans, because you guys want to win because of the
Yeah.
pedestal
So
Mikel has put you guys into.
what do you think? So do you think once Arteta's gone, Arsenal will go for an experienced manager or an inexperienced manager? What do you see happening?
I don't know what my question. I don't know what the Conquer want to do. So it depends on what the Conquer want to do, and that will
Because by the
determine.
time they get rid of Arteta, do you think they will realize that they made a mistake appointing Arteta in the first place?
I don't know. It depends on what Arsenal want and Arsenal board want.
Jamie
because-
Carragher. Jamie
because when you-
Carragher.
Go ahead, Blaise. Go ahead.
Jamie
ahead, Blaise.
Jamie Carragher, man. We outside. Come outside, Jamie Carragher. Come outside. Let's meet you outside, Jamie Carragher. Jamie Carragher, where are you? Abdullah, show me, where is Jamie Carragher, man?
He's hiding. He hasn't apologized yet.
Where is that clown? Where is that? We don't need any apologies from that sorry ass. We don't need We don't need no apologies from Jamie Carragher, man. We don't need no freaking apologies from Jerry, whatever his name is. He wakes up one day and he decides to vomit shit.
But Blaise, my question is, even in the era where Jamie Carragher was playing football, there was Haji Diop and there's Jubilee Cisse in his era. So if this suspension Afcon, it's surprising me because Salah plays for Egypt. Mane that won the Afcon plays for Liverpool before leaving Liverpool. So this disrespect is kind of shocking to me, though. It's very shocking to me. And even Michael Richard and other guys were even trying to tell him that. Listen, why are you saying this? It's a tournament they have to respect.
We do not. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, listen. Hi, no, it's freezing on my end. Chai.
Oh, it's freezing your hand. Maybe it's the network or the internet. Is it the internet or the network? Just keep talking. Keep talking. I don't know. I think Blaise is having a mic problem. So guys, we'll probably have to kind of maybe look at this topic maybe tomorrow or possibly next week when the other guys are coming in. I think Bless is having a difficult mic. So probably have to figure it out in terms of maybe next week or tomorrow. We'll see. We'll talk about this topic a lot because it's a big topic. We'll have to have a very separate discussion about it. And also, it's time to break my fast. So I'll be heading out to break my fast and everything. So before that, make sure you guys like the video, guys. Please, guys, make sure you give us a like, give us a subscription. Make sure you like the video, guys. It's very, very important to like, subscribe, and smash that freaking like button, guys. Smash that like button, my people. Peace out, guys. God bless. Stay safe. My people, peace.